I just completed the 75 hard challenge and I lost 11 kilograms. That's about 24 pounds. This challenge was not just physical, it broke me, it rebuilt me, and it changed how I see myself. Hey love, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Lucious.z and I committed to the 75 hard challenge. If you don't know what the 75 hard challenge consists of, it consists of: one, you must do 2 45 minutes workout a day, 90 minutes a day. Two, no alcohol at all for the whole of the 75 days. Three, you need to make sure you're reading 10 pages of a non-fiction book. Four, you have to be drinking 1 gallon of water every single day, which is around 3.8 liters of water. You also need to make sure you take a progress picture every single day. And last but not the least, you need to make sure you stick to a diet. It has to be any diet of your choice. So that is what the 75 hard challenge comprises of. I started at 89.5 kg and I finished this challenge weighing 78.45 kg. While the weight loss was cute, it was who I became during this challenge that actually mattered. You know, there were some times, I remember nights where I wanted to quit, I was tired, but then when I look at the reflection in the mirror, it just showed someone stronger, someone better. And then I feel like that's the beauty of this challenge. 75 hard taught me discipline. It taught me that I was the only one standing between me and the result that I wanted. And it just made me to stay. It taught me how to stay committed to something. To be honest, I won't even lie to you guys, it was not easy. It was not an easy ride. It was not an easy journey. It was tough, especially the drinking water part was actually not difficult for me, to be honest, because naturally I love to drink water. I had my bottle, which is a 2-liter bottle, and I usually drink it every day. Like I drink like more than 1 bottle a day even before I started this challenge. So when I decided I was going to start this 75 hard challenge, it all started with this unaware picture, as you guys can see here. It all started with this unaware picture that I saw of myself, and I was like, damn, I have added so much weight. Like I couldn't even believe how much weight I had added, and I decided, you know what, I had to lock it in. I have to lock it in because this summer we're coming out strong, and that's on period. So I decided I was going to commit to the 75 hard. And I would say one of the things I genuinely struggled with was the weather at that time was horrible. It was during the winter. I started February 2nd, and here in Canada, it was snowing. We had like snowstorms sometimes. The weather was cold, and then I had to step out of my house every single day for that 75 days. I keep asking myself, who sends me to do this challenge? Yo, it's snowing, seriously. And I'm currently outside doing my 45 minutes outdoor workout. Oh God. In the snow, in the rain, it doesn't matter how bad the weather is, you have to show up. You have to show up. It's a mental challenge. Like I feel like, yes, I do love the physical benefit I got from the challenge, but the mental part is the most important part of this challenge. And then it was tough. Like there were some nights I actually cried. Like I actually cried because I'm like, why did I even start this challenge in the first place? But then I had to just stay focused, and then I'll just look back at my day one, the first progress picture I took, my first before picture, and I see myself and I'm like, okay, I actually see it different. That was one of the things that kept me going. So it was not easy. The weather was not helping matters at all, and I did not go to the gym. I lost this weight from the comfort of my house. I remember before, prior to starting the challenge, I decided I was going to get a dumbbell because I didn't just want to be doing cardio workouts. I also wanted to be lifting some weights so that I could, have some lean muscles, right? That's what they call it. But yeah, so that I could build muscle, not build muscle, but like so that I don't lose my muscles. As I chose to do during the 75 hard challenge was the high protein diet, because I have lost, like I've done weight loss challenges before. I have lost, so this is not the first time I'm losing weight. So take it from me. Before, when I lost weight, I only did like cardio, and I barely ate. Like I was just eating like maybe vegetables or something. Like I really limited what I ate. And I'm here to tell you that that's not it. It doesn't work that way. Like yes, you're gonna get like the short-term benefit, you're gonna lose so much weight like in a short period of time, but like I wanted something that was gonna be long term, something that would last me, that would be a long term habit. You see, one of the things about all those short term, like starving yourself or eating very little to nothing every single day, is that yes, you get to see the results quickly, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last. Next thing you know, you're falling back into your habits of overeating, and then you're gaining times two of what you tried losing or what you lost. So this time I was like, I want something different. I want to try something that is going to be sustainable long term. And I decided to do the high protein diet. I did restrict sugar, obviously, because let's be honest, sugar is not going to help you. I have a sweet tooth, and I was like, sugar has to go. Like even if I'm taking it, it's going to be very, very little to none. So I did the high protein diet. I didn't cut off bread. I had like whole wheat bread. I basically substituted my stuffs. I had like whole wheat bread. I had eggs. The amount of eggs that I bought during this period, you are not going to believe it. I think I spent most of my money buying eggs, buying Greek yogurt, buying almond milk, and all of that, oatmeal. Hey, I bought those things. They were a lot. Anyways, so I still had my bread, but then I replaced it with like whole wheat bread and all of those good stuffs. And this was basically like what my meal looks like during the time. So I was trying to make, I didn't keep my meals boring. I tried to like turn up my meals to make them more enticing for me so that I don't get bored of it or get frustrated or get hungry. So I ate like 3 times a day, but I was portioning my food, and I made sure I stayed within my calorie deficit that I set for myself. And like I said, I did not go to the gym. I worked out from the comfort of my house. I got my dumbbells, and I used the fitness app. If you're an Apple user, yes, I use the fitness app on, it comes with the phone, I think. But I use the fitness app on our phone, on the Apple, from the Apple store, and it helped me. I was working out every single day. I would work out in the morning, and I would go out later in the evening and do my 45 minutes workout. The 45-minute outdoor workout was basically me just taking walks. That's all I did. I just took walks because the weather was horrible. Like I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else aside walking. So that was what I basically did. And to be very honest, I'm glad I did it. Now talking about like the book, I also struggled with that because I love to read fiction books more, but in this challenge, you have to stick to non-fiction books. So I would say like most of the I read in the total of this challenge, I read 3 books. It was difficult because I am not much of a reader when it comes to normal books, like non-fiction books, but I had to build that habit. That was one of the things that was mental for me. So I had to build that habit. So one of the book I read Why Men Love Bitches. I read that book. I read my Bible, obviously. I got into my Bible. I also read Growing Spiritually by Kenneth Hagin. I also read, that's 3. I also read there was this interview book on how to like conduct interviews, because I work in HR, and also I saw the book and I said, let me just read this book. So I read that, and then I also read, there was a 5th book I read. Those are the 4 books I read, and I learned a lot of things. It taught me a lot of things. I'm actually glad I went I took on this challenge, to be very honest. It was not easy. It was difficult. I would say like the parts that were difficult for me was the food was not an issue for me. I just cleared out my fridge for things that I knew that I wouldn't be able to control myself in. There are some things that are healthy, but no matter how healthy they are, I don't have self control when it comes to them. For instance, nuts. I don't have self control when it comes to nuts, so I didn't buy it. I love them, and I can literally finish a whole Ziploc bag literally in 2 days, 3 days down, and that's so much calories. So I didn't buy it. I just stocked my fridge with healthy things that I know that would suit my diet, my high protein diet. I'm talking chicken breast, eggs, so on, like yogurt, so on and so forth. And then it was easy for me. And then I always meal prepped for the week. I would do my meal prepping, stop them in containers. So like I wouldn't have to start thinking every day, what do I eat? What do I eat? What do I eat? What do I eat? And that was it for my diet. Diet wasn't difficult for me. And there were times the alcohol part was not also difficult for me because normally I don't take alcohol like every day unless occasionally. So that part wasn't difficult for me. But I'll say the part I genuinely struggled with was the reading non-fiction books and um the going out, working out twice a day. It was tough because there's some days like I was going to work, so it was difficult. Imagine you working a 9 to 5 and then you have to do like 2 workouts every day. It was tough because I had to like wake up very early in the morning to do my morning workout, and then after work I would just walk all the way to like cover for 5 minutes before I get the bus or wherever I decide to use that day and go home. So it was tough. But as you guys can see, this is my before and this is my after. I'm loving the result. It taught me discipline. And to be honest, this 75 had just shows me that I can do whatever I put my mind to do. Nothing is impossible. As far as you set your mind on that goal, it is achievable, period. So if you're thinking of starting the 75 hard challenge, I would say go for it, but I would advise you to start with the 75 soft. I didn't even know there was anything called 75 soft until I started this challenge. And then I think halfway through, I was seeing people saying they're doing 75 soft. I'm like, what is 75 soft? I feel like if you're not, especially if you're new to dieting, you're new to drinking that amount of some water, I would say you should actually start with 75 soft. Although you're still gonna be drinking the water, but then at least it gives you the flexibility of working once a day. You have rest days for like active rest days. You also have the opportunity to take alcohol, but occasionally. You also have the flexibility to read any type of book, fiction or non-fiction. So if you know like this is going to be something that you haven't even tried before, I'm not new to working out. I've worked out before, I've lost weight before, I've gained the weight, I worked out again. So I'm actually an active person. I'll consider myself an active person. So that's why it was like I just decided to go in for this challenge because it's something I've done before. So yes, but if you're new to it, I would advise you to go with the 75 soft, research what it entails and go for it. But just know that if I can do it, you can do it. It was not easy, like especially like on my period. You guys, you know when you're craving all those sweet things, I had to like go to TikTok to look for like healthy recipe. I saw myself making tofu chocolate mousse. It was something that would just satisfy my sweet cravings. It was crazy. It was a crazy experience. But yes, that is my experience regarding the 75 hard challenge. Let me know in the comment section if this is something you're gonna do. And if you have any questions for me, please put it in the comment section. I'm gonna be answering every single one of you. And I'm very, very swift with my answers. So that's it. If you were thinking, should I start? Or if you were already thinking of starting, you just need a sign. This is your sign to start the 75 hard challenge. Generally, it is worth it. I feel like if you really want to elevate yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, this is a challenge for you. And don't forget to subscribe for more honest lifestyle videos and honest lifestyle content. And I would see you guys in my next video. Bye.